In this video, I'll make meditation super duper simple for you. Try it. Let me know if it works because for me personally, it works like magic, honestly speaking. So, without wasting any more time, I'll just straight up dive into the topic and explain what I'm talking about. So, why is meditation difficult for most people? Number one reason, we are so much used to stimuli, like we are using our smartphones. We are dopamine addicts. So in this dopamine addict scenario, in this current era of dopamine addiction, when somebody tells us, why don't you just sit down, close your eyes, and do nothing for the next 10 minutes, those next 10 minutes feels like an hour, or like maybe 10 hours or 5 hours, depending on your level of patience and depending on your mind's ability to comprehend meditation, or your mind's ability, or be simply speaking, how much, whether you regularly meditate or not. So because I regularly meditate, sitting at a stretch for 1 or 2 hours and meditating, basically just sitting down, closing my eyes and doing nothing, for me it's not a big deal because I have been doing it for many years. So for me it's simple. But I know that it's challenging. Meditation is challenging for like maybe 90% of the human population, let's say. Frankly speaking, like I think it's safe to assume that 90% of the human population, for them meditation will be really challenging. So in this video, what I have come up with is a technique which I feel is going to work like magic, because for me, even it's working like magic. And I've been doing it, using this technique. It's more like a way of looking at meditation. So I'm going to tell you the technique straight up. The technique is that you got to stop looking at meditation as meditation. Rather, what are you going to do is focus on the yoga aspect of meditation. What people don't realize is that when they're meditating, they're actually also doing yoga in the same way. Like while you're meditating, you might think like you're meditating, but you're also doing yoga. You cannot really do meditation without doing yoga, because you are trapped, or you're a finite consciousness. Because I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, most of you are not going to be falling under the spiritually awakened or enlightened category. So probably you open this video because you want to use meditation as a tool to make your life simpler, because maybe you're frustrated with your life, or you have some trouble going on with your life. So you want to use meditation as a simple tool to make your life easier. Great. That's a great job. You're taking the first important step to improve your life. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make meditation simple. You're going to have to just sit and realize that all you're doing, all you have to do, just tell yourself, because most people don't even understand, like, what am I supposed to do? They tell me, my guru or my Mr. Monk is telling me that you have to sit and focus on your breathing, focus on the present moment. Like, what does that even mean? Focusing on the present moment, does this even have a meaning? So I get that it's very difficult to understand what meditation is. So in this technique of meditation I'm going to give you, it's so simple, is that all you're going to do is you're going to sit down, and that's it. You're going to just sit at a cross-legged position, like the stereotypical meditating person position, like the lotus position, like we see the Buddha statue. What comes up in your mind when I say the Buddha statue? Right? It's so simple, right? A person sitting cross-legged, and that's it. Eyes closed, and maybe doing like a finger in this position, or maybe in this position like this, resting on like the uh, uh, yeah, under the belly, right? Belly button. So all I'm saying is, don't focus on meditation. Even, like, I would say, forget about meditation. Focus on yoga. When you're sitting down cross-legged in that particular position, and I can confirm this from my own experience, When you're sitting down in that cross-legged position, in that hand maybe resting on your upper thighs, or maybe it's like locked into this position, or maybe it's like resting on the upper thighs in this position. What happens is you are unconsciously doing yoga, because yoga is basically a it's kind of a sync. You know how Sadhguru says, if you ask Sadhguru what yoga is, he's gonna say yoga means union. You being unanimous, or you being in perfect synchronicity with the universe. So what are you doing is you are connecting, or rather you're acknowledging your physical body, that this avatar that you have, this is getting in unison or in connection to the universe, which is all basically you. But that is the point. I mean, you will realize it the more consciousness work you do. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that just sit, and that's it. If you get bored, you know what you can do? Take out your smartphone and start swiping on Instagram. Watch reels. You heard me right. Watch reels. If you have the attention span of today's short video Instagram, TikTok swiping generation, if you belong to that category, go ahead. While you're in that meditation position, just watch reels, swipe on your smartphone screen. I'm not even be honest to God, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not trying to mock anybody here. I'm being absolutely literal. It will work like magic. If you, I'll tell you, I'll put it this way, all right? Let's say you're lying down on the bed, like this position, wasting time on your smartphone screen, watching videos on your smartphone, getting bored. Oh, what am I doing with my life? I'm miserable. My girlfriend left me. Everything is going wrong with my life and stuff, right? Like that, right? All I'm saying is all that mental jargon and a mental um, thunderstorm will disappear if you do that same Instagram swiping, but in that meditation position. Sit down to meditate, take out your phone, and do whatever you do. Usually you feel like, right? We feel like, I wasted so much time on my smartphone. Oh, I was just scrolling on Instagram, wasting so much time. Oh my God, what happened? Where did the last 2 hours go by? That thing will stop once you sit in the meditation position and use Instagram. That's all I'm saying. Meditation happens in the background. Meditation and yoga, it happens in synchronicity in the background, whether you want it or not. So, from my experience, I can tell you that I have tried meditation in both, like the typical, cross-legged sit Buddha style meditation, right? In the position, in that position, you sit down and you meditate. I question myself, if I'm meditating, why do I have to sit down? Why not just lie down and meditate? So I questioned myself, and I tried. I tried for many years actually. I've been trying to lie down and meditate. Frankly speaking, it doesn't work. It works, but you have to take your mind in. It needs to have certain, or rather, you need to have certain skill set. Like you need to be kind of a meditation pro. If you're a meditation newbie, it doesn't work. Like if you lie down and meditate, unfortunately, it doesn't. It can work, but all I'm saying is that you have to put a lot more effort. If you sit in the meditation position, like the typical stereotypical meditation position, and if you still sit and meditate in that position, cross-legged and all, right, the Buddha style, typical stereotypical Buddha style meditation, it works easily. It works like this. Really, it just works. It clicks. All I'm saying is, maybe if you have never meditated in your entire life, if you have not done any kind of consciousness work, it might not work for the first time. Give it a patience. I have been meditating for the last. I remember I meditated for the first time when I was 16 or 17 years old. I am 27 years old right now. So it's safe to say I can safely say that I have been meditating for the last, maybe not every day, but the point is I have been meditating for the last 10 years. And I have, like, I can tell you, I have a lot of experience when it comes to the practice of meditation, which is nothing but a type of consciousness work, which is like the your go-to consciousness work. When you think of consciousness work, there are several things you can do to raise your awareness. See, it's important to understand why we meditate. People forget that. The primary purpose of meditation is to raise your consciousness, is to expand your consciousness so that you gain better perspectives. Why do you think people say that, I was confused in life? I was having difficulties taking decisions regarding a particular situation or whatever. People face a lot of difficulties in life, right? What they do is they sit down and they meditate. And oftentimes, a lot of people say that when I sat down and started meditating, a lot of the solutions and the confusions, basically, which I had regarding my situation, they got cleared up. How do you think that happens? That simply happens because the person, his or her consciousness expanded. Consciousness expanded, the person was able to tap into higher intelligence, higher consciousness, which they are. It's just that it's like opening the door to a locked. It's like there's a consciousness lock, and you just unlock another level. If you think of consciousness of your existence as a video game, in terms of video games, it's like unlocking a level. You unlock, congratulations, you unlocked another level of consciousness. It's like that. So meditation, journaling, even talking about consciousness. In this video, I'm talking about consciousness. You won't believe that recently I discovered that talking about consciousness and recording videos, and like, especially with the mindset that this video is going to go to the internet and anybody can watch it. If you're recording a video with that kind of a mindset, it does wonders. It is, frankly speaking, it is the fastest way I've experienced to enhance my own consciousness and expand my own consciousness. Matter of fact, I can feel my consciousness being expanded right now in this particular, while I'm like recording this video right now in the live present moment. So I'm able to deeply form a connection to myself, which is this current consciousness. Anyways, I'm gonna deviate and take it to another tangent. But the point of this video, I have a very nasty habit of doing that. But the point of this video is just that meditation. You have to stop looking at meditation and start looking as at the yoga aspect of meditation. That's all I'm saying. Forget meditation. Focus on yoga. See, if you want, personally, me, I don't feel the need right now to do yogic postures. So in yoga, there are different kinds of postures. Even though I'm very interested in them, doing different kinds of yogic postures, because obviously they will enhance my consciousness in different ways. I know that. But it's just that I'm not ready, or I'm not in that place yet. I, frankly speaking, find meditation a better solution to, as far as the problem of limiting your consciousness goes. So the most interesting aspect of this human life that I find interesting, the most interesting, is my ability to expand my own consciousness and go beyond the human self and become the God realized infinite being that you are, that everybody is, and that everything is you. Anyways, again, I'm deviating to the tangent. I'm just getting excited because I'm passionate about consciousness, because it's all us. That's the fundamental. That's like the stuff of life. People think like the stuff of life is flesh and bones. Consciousness, it's all consciousness. Um, Consciousness taking the appearance of flesh and bones. Anyways, so in meditation, in this video, All I'm saying is just focus on the yoga aspect of meditation. Forget the whole medication. I have to focus, close. Open your eyes. I'm saying use your smartphone. I'm giving you the freedom. I mean, not that I'm anyone to give you a freedom or anything. All I'm doing is I want you I want meditation for you to become super easy. Meditation should be easy. Never be under this false, delusional mindset that spirituality, enlightenment, awakening, these are for the wise people, the chosen one. You have to be Jesus Christ or Prophet Muhammad to become awakened or spiritually enlightened, or you have to be Gautama Buddha to become spiritually enlightenment, to achieve spiritual enlightenment. That's all. No, that's all. That's all. That is wrong. To become enlightened is as fundamental as drinking a glass of water or taking breaths, like breathing in, breathing out. It's as fundamental and as basic as that. We have been tricked. Like nobody tricked us, but it's just like it's our own insecurity. Your own consciousness is right now is in an insecure position where, I mean, if you are in that position, I'm assuming that if you think that meditation, spirituality, these are for the wise people, the chosen one, um, it's just a victim mentality, which which exists because of our own unconsciousness. If you expand this, it's like a bubble. You're trapped inside an echo chamber, a bubble. If you come out of that bubble, which happens when you expand your consciousness, which you can do with any kind of consciousness work, meditation, psychedelics, journal, um, basically a lot. There is a lot, but it's just like those are the things that are most go-to ways, but there are several ways. Um, so yeah, just focus on yoga. Forget about meditation. Sit down, use your smartphone. Stay in that position. But yeah, you gotta be it's not like so all I'm saying you won't see the magic happening like if you so I'm giving you the like if you so you might think like if you sit down for 5 minutes in that position, sure you might see some kind of a difference. But at least you have to try to sit down for at least 15 to 20 minutes. So what I do is because sitting in down in that cross-legged position, it kind of after a while, like let's say after 1 hour, for me generally it's 1 hour, my legs, because the blood flow it kind of reduces the flow of the blood because you're interlocking your legs, right? So I generally keep one leg on top of the other. So if you do that, after a certain time, the blood flow will be so restricted that your leg will fall numb. Leg will. So I basically wait for my legs to become numb. The moment I realize that I've my legs have gone completely numb, so I try to get down from my bed. I do it on my bed. I sit on my bed and do the meditation. I try to my legs go so numb that I have to literally use my hands to lift my leg, one leg from the other leg because my legs had gone completely numb, and then I kind of throw my leg on the ground and then I slowly start walking because the blood flow again comes in and occupies the blood vessels in the legs, and then I'm able to walk. So I wait till that time. I wait till my legs go completely numb. It takes for me, it generally takes 45 minutes to an hour. It For you, it might depend. It depends on the physical body type, like whatever body type you have been given to experience this human life. So it's all up to your body type. Wait till Elon Musk comes up with this brain chip, then you'll have no body. Maybe then meditation will become easier or more difficult. I mean, I don't know. We gotta wait to see that. Because in that consciousness where you won't have a physical body, in that Elon Musk brain chip consciousness, um, when you are manifesting yourself in the form of a microchip, who knows what consciousness will look like from that point of view. We gotta see that, but it's just it's all good. I mean, it's gonna take a different format. Anyways, I got a little too excited for this video. But yeah, my message was I wish I kept the video a little shorter. But the point is that I just wanted to tell you that hey, meditation is simple. All you got to do is just forget about meditation. Forget about it. Like the Italians say, forget about it. I don't know if I might be being racist. I don't know, but the point is like how the Italians say. I'm trying to be funny. That's it. Forget about it. So forget about meditation and just focus on yoga. And by yoga, I mean whatever kind of yoga you're comfortable with. So sitting down cross-legged, that's a yoga position by itself. Focus on yoga. Do yoga. That's it. And use your smartphone. That's all I'm saying. It's easy. We don't have to make it hard. You don't have to keep your eyes open to meditate. Your spirituality, there's a problem of too much strictness. Like people get too serious about spirituality. Spirituality is kind of like dancing in a nightclub. It has to be easy and fluid. There's a flow. Spirituality is like a wave, it's like a flow. You have to flow and vibe with it because you are the present moment. So you have to vibe with yourself. You're dancing with yourself. Anyways, not to make this confusing, but the point is that you can, if you focus on yoga, the yogic aspect, the position and all, the bodily position aspect of meditation, it's just makes it way better, and it works. It just works. It works like magic on my consciousness, and I just wanted to share that.